Big Spring Mill makes possibly the best seasoned flour you can buy anywhere. And the self-rising flour is very, very good. And so I would have to agree with what the bag says, Virginia's best, or maybe the best anywhere. Definitely worth buying, and you will not regret it. It's one of the best tasting seasoned flours you've ever had. You can get it here in the office of Big Spring Mill. My interest in Big Spring Mill has to do with this guy. He's one of my distant cousins, and as this points out, he was born in January 9th, 1826 in Lafayette, Virginia, son of John Pepper. Now, John Pepper, how he's related to me, we share, Joseph E. Pepper and myself share a common ancestor, Samuel Pepper. He had several sons. One son was John Pepper. The other one was my direct ancestor. So we are cousins. And they operated the mill. It was constructed around 1850. And there's a little bit more of the story. This is how he's buried today, not very far, in a grave, and there is his dates. Of course, after he died, it passed to another operator. Here is the mill itself, and of interest here, this is the building. This brown silo is the original silo, and this is the original mill, this building here. Now, it doesn't have the water wheel. It used to be a chase ran next to the building and there was a water wheel. The river has since meandered away from the building, and I will explain that. This is probably what it looked like back in the 1850 when it was built. It was a more elongated water wheel. This is Woodson's mill, and it's still in operation with a wheel, just like what would have been on the one at Big Spring Mill. Here's Mayberry Mill in operation. So if you want to get some idea of what it looked like when it was running, it would have been just like this, but the water wheel would have been a little bit elongated. This is how it gets its power now. It's powered by an electric motor. So the electric motor runs through this power chain to this shaft, and this shaft originally was connected to the water wheel. And you can see the shaft continues on through, this white wall, there's a hole in it where the shaft still exists, where it was connected onto the water wheel. This is where the flour is ground up in 5 stages, and these wooden pipes came from another mill. The Big Spring Mill caught on fire and some of it was destroyed, but these are exactly how it would have looked in the 1850s. These are wooden pipes that they use in milling, and there's 5 stages. There's a coarse, medium, and then it ends up being ground fine in this last grinder. This is how the flour is ground. And this is another view. You can see the original floor. Some of the wood has been painted white. This is where the flour is ground. This is the original, well, this is an original cornmeal grinder from the 1850s. This is where they bag the flour. You can see an employee bagging the flour back there. This is behind where the flour is ground, right behind it. Here you can see some of the construction. And this wood, my common ancestor, Mr. Pepper, he cut this wood, and it's in beautiful condition. 100 years old. There's the original floor. Original flooring. Actually, it's more than 100 years old. It's like 150 almost. It looks almost as good as you can get. Here's again, this is the top floor. You can see the roof beams there, and this is the sifting part of the operation. Again, you can see the wood is still in fantastic condition. Enjoy watching the videos that I made and the operation.
Now I'm going to show you what it looks like down here.
Been ground up. These are pipes. See all these wooden things? They're not being, look, you can see it going through there. See that?
Wow.
These are all wooden pipes. And it's all the weed is going through these wooden pipes here.
They're very, very coarse over there, but the further you get down this way, smaller particles. Even smaller.
Say your name again. Say your name again.
James Elkins.
James Elkins. I keep forgetting James.
I love that.
They said there were a lot of people buying them as much as they could store it. Yeah. We have the same miller, same equipment. We're like machines. I mean, we hand tie every single bite that comes out of it. We hand tie it.
This is unbelievable. And that's the original corn mill.
This is a corn mill, yep. 125 years old. That's the charm works with fire in the middle.
But all this is the original mill.
Now the windows are new, but the wood is all original.
All original mill. And there's another level. Original floor. Wow. This is all original. It didn't all burn down.
Like those beams, that's look how thick those beams are.
Yeah, they're really
They gotta be
thick.
about 4 inches thick. Unbelievable.
Right through there. Right through there was where the wheel was.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, look at that beam. Here's just a little bit of information about Joseph Pepper, who built Big Spring Mill. His father was Samuel Pepper, and you see that here. Samuel Pepper was the son of Robert Pepper, who came in 1730 from Ireland. He came from Ireland, and he had 6 children. One of his sons, William Pepper, was taken prisoner by the Indians, that'd be the Shawnee Indians, when Fort Vosser was attacked by the French and Indians, and Robert Jr. was killed in Battle of Kings Mountain during the Revolutionary War. And Samuel Pepper, his son, moved to Montgomery County, and the land that he moved to is now the Arsenal in Montgomery County. And right next to his property, his land, was the New River, and he built a ferry there, and that's why today the main road through there is called Pepper's Ferry. He had a son, William Pepper, and that's my ancestor. And here's a genealogy of it. Here's the Robert Pepper who came over from Ireland, and then his son, Samuel Pepper, is the common ancestor. Over here you see the William Pepper that I descended from. And then over here you see John Pepper. John Pepper was Joseph Irvin Pepper's father. Joseph Irvin Pepper was the one who built Big Spring Mill. And just in case you have never seen it before, this is what wheat looks like. This is what all the flour comes from. And once again, Big Spring Mill is on is in Elliston, 1931 Big Spring Drive in Elliston, and it's a historic site, a 172-year-old flour mill, and it was reopened in June of 2026. Since it's been reopened, James Elkins, the manager, informed me that they're in the process of getting distribution going again. They're not quite there yet, but they will have an online store and several different locations where it will be sold. But for now, you can just drive to Elliston if you're local, and it's open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The tours are not generally available due to safety concerns, but you can definitely go in the office and load up on flour.